Welcome, everybody, to the Dumb Guys Do Racing podcast, a weekly podcast hosted by four drivers from the PDX Sim team. Myself, Sean, followed up by Jimbo, Coach Mike, and Todd. Join us every Monday as we drop a new episode of the Dumb Guys Do Racing podcast where we talk about sim racing, motorsports, and street cars, and just kind of chit-chatting and bullshitting along the way. So join us every Monday for a new episode of the Dumb Guys Do Racing podcast. We really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much, and enjoy the show. Real quick, if you're a sim racer and you're looking for a new sim rig, check out the affiliate link down below for Extreme Sim Racing. I run an Extreme Sim Racing cockpit. It's well built. There's no flex. They got great customer service. They got all kinds of products. So check out the Extreme Sim Racing affiliate link. We'd really appreciate it. At the bottom, there's a support the show link. That'll take you to our PayPal account. If you'd like to donate to the show, we'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys for listening and enjoy the show. Woo! What's up, everybody? How you doing? Happy Monday to you all. Welcome to another new episode of the DGDR podcast with the boys Jimbo, and Jimbo. What's up?
Oh, just the two of us.
Just the two of us right now.
Just the two of us. Just two of us. You and me. Or something like that.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Well, the boys might stop in. We know Mike's at work. Todd's missing in action.
Yeah.
Mullet
Yes.
might hop on. But, yeah, right now, it's just us two. And welcome to the DGDR Forza Motorsport special.
Yep, it's the Forza Motorsports Special.
Yeah, baby. Forza just dropped on the old Xbox, and Jimbo definitely got to try it because he's got that Xbox X.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Got
you
that
do.
Xbox X.
And I have got Game Pass, so I pre-installed it to my laptop. But unfortunately, the laptop just not powerful enough and clipping and just played like shit, not working correctly. But we do have a 1S, so was able to do the cloud gaming on the 1S and got to try it out at least on the controller. And had some troubles at first, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad.
Oh, yeah, no, it was fine for me. I mean, honestly,
Racing controller, I suck.
I don't have any issues with I don't have any issues with the controller. What I did have some issues with was the drivability of let's do it this way. I sort of like how they have things set up.
Yes.
Let's start there first.
Yep.
How they have things set up, totally okay with that. Totally okay. I know there have been people that are like, oh, well, this should be like this and that should be like that and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I sort of get that.
Right.
And yeah, I can understand the progression being sort of shitty.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, the fact that you have to... The fact that you have to level up each car individually, that sucks.
Yeah, that's a lot of grinding.
There's a lot of grinding and it's the fact that it's, even if you have I got two cars. They're exactly the same cars, but I have to level up both cars.
Each one. I don't know.
I don't necessarily like that.
In action.
Oh, Hey, Ted.
Todd has joined us, everybody. Welcome.
I did. I saw Mike's text. I thought we were going to have a later start. So my apologies.
We said, fuck it. We're going to get going.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. That's what we said, all right. We said we don't have time for this, basically.
We're dropping good nuggies. Had to get it on tape.
Yeah, so I don't mind the menus. I don't mind how it starts off. So you can sort of get used to things. Yeah. Getting used to the controller does suck.
What were your settings?
Getting in
on the control on the control. So
I just went stock. I just went like settings meaning sensitivity and such.
Just that when you first get into the game, I guess the simulation settings for like the steering, your throttle assist, the brake line,
no assists,
the ABS,
no assist. Okay. ABS is default.
Yeah, that's what I did.
No traction control, none of that.
See, I had to put that on sport, and then I had to put the stability on sport.
Nope, I've got everything set as simulation.
Okay.
So
yeah, on the controller, I could not fucking do it, dude. The Mustang just kept circles, donuts.
See, didn't have problems with donuts. I had problems with coming into a corner and it pushing.
Right.
Like the physics.
You really have to slow down.
You have to slow down a lot, otherwise the car just keeps going
understeers. Okay.
Oh my gosh! Like the understeer is outrageous. Really,
is it better on a controller or a wheel? The understeer, or it doesn't matter. It's the same for both.
I don't know. I don't know because I only have controller. Okay. But it seems like there's some stuff that was talked about by Jimmy Broadbent and Super GT, and they're both true. Like they are both true. There's an issue with the understeer. Mm-hmm. There's an issue with the understeer. Now, when it comes to the competition, there's the AI acts. It's really odd because some of the AI acts like it should.
Right.
And then you have AI, like random AI that just like
try and
slams
take you out. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really weird. You'll have AI that's just like and almost moves out of your way, and then every other AI is like diving in.
Welcome, Coach Mike to the building. Coach
Mike. Coach Mike.
Yeah. Other AI just dives in. It'll just dive in on you and take your ass out. So AI is a little weird. But but when it comes to the multiplayer, multiplayer wasn't bad. Like aside from the weird like driving dynamics, the geometry.
It was actually good.
It was good. Yeah.
So I like how they have it set up with the qualifying.
That was pretty cool.
And the spec racing and all the different types of racing you can do. You can do little series.
Yeah.
And I bet future events will be coming. Because I like the online part. But yeah, I mean, fuck. Just until I know there's a good setting for a wheel and I'm not going to feel like I'm just either sliding or not turning, then I can't. I don't know if I can do it yet.
Yeah, I don't think that has anything to do with the wheel.
Okay.
I think that has to do with physics.
Yeah. Because the physics are just.
It's more
the physics.
It's always been like more. They've always been
Arcade.
more.
Controller.
It's not
arcadey.
arcadey. No,
Yeah.
Well, not
it's
arcadey, but
It
like
is
in
not
that aspect,
arcadey.
like arcadey controller, like a game in that aspect, not real wheel physics in that way, like kind of thing. So they
It's
never had proper wheel support because it's always been designed strictly for controller with wheel as an afterthought that it can hook
Yeah.
up to it. You know what I mean?
No, I
That's what I
can tell
mean.
you
Like
right now,
that's I'm not saying arcadey, but arcadey in the way it was meant for a controller.
Nope,
that
I
way,
was
not
on
meant for
controller.
real.
I was on
Yeah.
controller, and it just was
Yeah,
not.
Well, yeah,
not-
they're,
not
When
their
I
physics
think
aren't the same.
when I think when I think arcadey, I think I should be able to throw it into a corner and control it,
Like Need for Speed,
Yeah.
but not
like
even.
Need for Speed.
Totally
you just
different.
nope, not even. Nope,
Yeah.
totally different.
Yeah.
Complete understeer. You turn the wheels, car will keep going
It's
straight.
like it was
Um,
better than it was before. You could tell they try to make a difference, but I think they went too far the other way. It made me appreciate though GT big time
Yeah.
because it just feels so much better.
Yeah, GT's physics are way better. Now, when it comes to like the look of the game and stuff like that, I think the game looks really good. I think a lot of it has to do with trying to get the car to handle more properly. And I also understand that you're on stock tires.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they are
stock
you bought them.
suspension, stock tires.
Yep, stock everything. So there is I understand sort of why the car handles that way. But I noticed that even in like the beginning sequences,
Oh yeah, with the race car.
even the high downforce race car just wanted to push through.
Dude,
everything.
that was a bitch to drive. I thought that was going to be a lot easier.
I thought it was going to be a ton of fun to drive. You just go in, you throw it around because I was looking for more arcadey.
Yeah, no. And felt like I kept getting. Did you feel like you were getting sucked out to the outside a lot more going into
immediately?
The grass?
Yep,
It was like a vacuum. Like I couldn't keep it. Like I would push. I'm like, turn, you fucking son of a bitch. And
I
nothing.
actually thought that was closer to what it really is when you go into the grass
Right.
than GT though.
Yeah.
Like it just you immediately got sucked into the grass.
You
because
got sucked
we watched
in.
that happen.
Once you got a wheel, you were like, fuck, dude. God damn it.
You were gonna go into it no matter what.
What about wet racing?
I don't think I did.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I haven't done
Have not been in a wet race. Nope.
Okay.
And there's a lot of
so-
mix videos out there of, liking and disliking the game. But I thought overall it was.
Well,
it was
I think you're
good.
going to have your Forza fanboys and your
Yeah.
GT fanboys. So,
Tell you.
Well, I'm going to say
GT
this.
better,
I
GT better.
think I have to agree with most people that have said. Most people that have said, it's a 7.5 out of 10. I could agree with that.
Yeah.
I could agree with that. There is a lot. There are a lot of improvements that need to be made. I think it's a more complete game than Gran Turismo was when it came out last year, though.
Yeah. I can see
okay.
that.
Well, isn't it a carryover? I heard they said that this is a complete rebuild.
That's a lie. That's a total lie.
Yeah.
That is a lie. No,
Maybe
it
the
is.
online
It is not a
part.
Yeah.
Online part might be. Yeah, I can agree with that. Maybe it's the online part, but everything
But
else.
yeah,
It's
Forza.
This was very
It's
Forza. Very Forza. Yeah. So
And I heard
that's
which isn't bad.
Yeah, some of the graphics are kind of corny. Again, all the cars with the downshifts and the flames.
Yeah.
Well,
playing through the cloud for me, it was definitely grainy. Really grainy.
It was not for me. Super clear.
See, he's got the X.
Looked really
I bet
good.
It looked amazing.
Yeah, you're on the Xbox, so yeah, I think it probably did.
Yeah, no, it looked fantastic.
Awesome.
I had to play on the 1S on the controller.
Yeah. Yep.
Through the cloud.
Probably need to get
But
that.
that's the one good thing.
X.
Varial was saying he was pissed because he wasn't going to get to play it. If you have Game Pass, you can play it through the cloud streaming. You just can't install the game, but through the cloud. And it's playable. There's no clipping. The game looks decent. I mean, it's grainy, but and then when you're racing, at some points you'll get this like little weird streak through the screen, but you're fine. The car's still driving good.
Again,
It was worth a try.
That's not playing on the X.
Right? No. See, yeah. Until I hear those wheels, once I hear you say you found some decent wheel settings and you're getting to like it, and a couple months go by and you're like, okay, yeah, I'm still playing it, then maybe I think I'll get a wheel.
I think
and get the X, but until then, I can't do it.
I think it's actually going to take them doing some stuff with the physics.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to is
for sure
is physics. Physics, they need to do a little bit. I don't want it to feel arcadey. I don't want it to feel. I don't think it feels arcadey.
I wish they could make it feel like ACC in those physics.
It doesn't feel like it's
ACC's coming out next year,
baby.
I don't feel like the cars feel attached to the road.
Yeah.
I don't think the cars feel attached to the road. Although I will say I was racing in the Honda like GT4 car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Civic
Type R.
And actually it felt really, really good. It felt really good, but again, its understeer was they need to get on that. Because it's
what mode you driving in, Jimbo?
Simulation mode.
On the controller.
On the controller, everything is sim. The only thing I have anti-lock brakes. That's the only thing. That's a weird thing too. Is man, like I would come into corners in the Mustang, and I'd hit my brakes, and it would start slowing down, and I would start turning in. And it's like the brakes stopped working completely when I was like trail braking in, and it's like the brakes stopped working completely.
That's exactly right.
You know,
right?
That's exactly what a Mustang does.
Would do.
So it was
I
like
did.
Coming in
first on race day.
I'm coming in. And I'm turning in, and it's like no longer am I going to have any type of braking or slowing at all.
Right.
It's very weird. It's very weird. I'll just put it that way. I don't hate it though. I do not hate it at all. I don't have a problem. In fact, when I get done here, I'll probably play a little bit more.
Right. I know. See, I'll keep
and
playing.
I will. I'll tell you this: their servers work.
Right. That is a plus.
That is.
So if you want to blobbity blah about Gran Turismo over Forza, well, Forza's got servers that actually work. Yeah. So,
but once GT servers work, thank you. Please come.
Yes.
Please fix.
Yeah, it's been too. I want to be doing dailies.
Me too.
And
me too.
Nope, you can't do anything. You can't do anything. Yeah. And
they had a DRSR reset.
Yep.
See,
why are people trying?
Not even gonna fucking.
Why
try.
is anybody trying? Plaka. I mean, I love you, but I don't know how you can do it.
Play some ACC,
I don't know how you can. Nope. You're just pissing away DR, and that's what
right
you do.
Right now, yeah, you are. Yep. I haven't played. I'll do the time trials. I'll do a little time trials. Maybe a little single player if I want. But yeah, I'm not getting on them servers.
No.
It's not worth it.
Nope, that's crazy.
Lobby.
Yeah. Yeah, private lobby.
Private lobbies, totally cool.
On Forza, Jimbo, when you entered the 3 races we had to do, did you set I'm pretty sure you did. The 3 settings at the bottom for light damage, heavy damage, and then I think the top slider you got to put to see how fast the computer was.
I put computer 100%
and heavy damage.
Full damage.
Yep. Because I've noticed too, man, those tires when you get going, if you light them up, oh shit, do they turn red mighty quick.
They turn red really fast and they stop working really quickly.
Yep. I know. I hit some walls and all my suspension was broke, and I was like, dude, why
Yeah,
isn't my
yeah,
car
yeah.
driving? And I look down, I'm like, oh yeah, I put heavy damage on. So even in practice,
Yeah.
you can destroy your car. So gotta
Yes, you
keep that in
can.
mind. And then it's cool that with the qualifying in before the online races, you set your fuel, you get on your tires you want.
Mhm.
You got 3
Yeah,
laps to
that's
make it
cool.
happen. Plus, you have some
Yeah, you can pick
practice.
what you want.
So when you're
Yeah.
ready, within that 12 minutes practice, you go straight to qualifying, get that done. And yeah, I like that feature. I think that
is
would be
Dude,
awesome
it's-
if GT
At
implemented
least the
that.
pre-qualifying.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah,
Dude,
like Mike said, you're not time trialing all day. You know, getting the fastest time over hours and hours is what you can do in those 3 laps. And if you fuck up in those 3 laps, you fuck up.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, you get 3 laps, and yeah, the cool thing is, and this is what I noticed in the online races, people still aren't recognizing how many laps, and that you can adjust your fuel down to exactly how many
Yeah.
laps you need.
Yeah.
That's
Which
cool.
means the only guys I wasn't really faster than were the top like 3 or 4 guys, because they had recognized the
loads.
same thing, fuel loads. Yep,
Yep.
and
And
so
that's kind of
boop,
like ACC
you know,
in that aspect.
Well, isn't that
Yep.
new? Isn't that some new feature to Forza though? The whole
Yes.
fuel and
Yeah.
tires and that.
Mhm.
well,
Mhm.
So
fuel,
people are gonna
tires, all of that
Hitting in
stuff.
that because
So
there used to be
And-
no pit stops and
Yeah.
stuff in that.
And their
wasn't there?
physics on the tires is supposed to be all brand new. A lot better tire model and the way they wear and heat up.
yeah. No, it was cool.
Yep.
So I think they were
It was-
definitely
that's-
trying to go more sim than before.
I think that's the reason that
Yeah, I
the
think
car
they are
feels so
trying.
weird. I think the car feels so weird because of that.
Right?
Well, let's give them 6 months. You know,
Oh yeah.
second year anniversary of GT. It'd be 6
Dude, that's
months
crazy.
of Forza. Let's see what updates around. You know, and if they're improving, how many updates they're giving each month.
Mm-hmm.
You know, are they putting out new cars and new tracks with every update, or are they kind of working on the
They're
physics
definitely gonna
more?
have those DLCs coming. Hopefully
They
they'll
will. You
have.
think so? Okay.
Hopefully, yeah, because
Did
I
they win
know
the
they'll
last
definitely
one?
have DLCs. Yeah, because you always have to buy shit with Forza. Car packs, track
You do?
packs.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I
Pay to
didn't know
win.
that.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
I
You
didn't know
always have
that.
to buy it.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And then
But
they'll
Well,
probably. I
again,
bet there'd
but-
be
Well,
an
you
update
get
to
into the
fix
game and-
fix some stuff.
yeah,
Yeah. So I'm fine with that. I wish GT would do that.
Mm-hmm. Same.
You know?
I'd pay.
Fuck yeah, dude! Every quarter, $9.99 or something.
Oh yeah.
They get
Easy.
it. They get $40 a year extra out of
They could definitely do 14.
whatever. Call it 100,000 people or whatever. You know, that's still a good amount of change that you can,
Oh
invest back into the game, and
yeah. I think
stuff
so.
like that.
I-
So,
I don't think
maybe if you're listening, we're done with it.
I honestly think Forza is a better game initially than Gran Turismo was. I think it's a more complete game, honestly. And I don't like saying that because I tend to like Gran Turismo 7. I like Forza for what it was, but I think it's a more complete game than Gran Turismo was when it was released. Yeah, other than physics and stuff like that, especially on console. I know that PC players are getting fucked right now, and they're bitching up a storm.
Yeah, even with good
Oh,
PCs.
I'm like, yeah, well, this is made for console.
Well, that's what
Initially.
Yeah, exactly. This isn't move units. Yeah, you can play
Yeah.
on PC. You can try, and you're gonna want to so bad you're gonna go buy a fucking Xbox.
Right.
Well, that's the thing though, is there's actually PC has Forza too. You know, like there's that open world Forza is mainly PC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like that's what they're probably looking for as well, most PC guys, and then they're getting that, and it's like "Ooh, whatever, you know, it doesn't really work. What the fuck? Because it's not developed for them like the other one is.
Yeah, I think this is definitely developed.
You need the X. I wish
Yeah.
Mullet would join us if he had the time, because I want to hear how it played on the S, which it looked like it played pretty good, and I want to know how he felt about using the wheel and how his setup was.
Okay, so
He
Mullet
he
said
spent like 3 hours.
Holy
2 to 3,
he said,
2 to 3 hours trying to
yeah.
get it. It's still not there.
It's still not
It's
there. It
better.
says he said tiny little bit of steering input is like a massive over exaggeration. 5 degree of angle on my wheel, and it's like 100 degrees in my game. Got to find out how to fix this.
Yeah, because I know Super GT was even still messing with his, trying to figure it out, and he even spent hours.
Yeah, Digit today, he was playing Forza, and he's like, look where I'm turning the steering wheel. And the car, he's like, what the fuck's going? Well, he doesn't really swear, but like, yeah, it's like, this isn't right.
Right? No,
it's not right. And I don't think the game was initially developed for wheel. I think it was developed for that guy that's going to hop on his controller.
Yeah,
casual player.
Sit down, scratch his nuts, play some fucking Forza,
and I think that is,
smoke a little weed.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was built for. So
yeah, it is.
I think that's
good.
That's just what it was.
That's how I'm going to be playing.
And I think it's good. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing Forza. I'm not gonna be playing Gran Turismo 7.
Oh, I will once. Dude, I'll tell you that PSVR 2 still got. Dude, that's just the best experience I've had with a racing game.
Speaking of that, Jimbo,
I need to get.
Oh, damn! It's been that long.
Yeah, because I had. I don't remember when was our.
You did it a couple weeks. Your race was August 12th. Your race was August 12th, and you stopped using it a couple weeks before because you wanted to get used to, because you knew you weren't going to do it.
So that would be August, not July. It would be August.
It was the end of July. You started.
Todd's been taking notes on everybody.
Right.
I have.
Oh shit!
On this date, you.
Yeah.
August. Motherfucker stopped using his VR.
It was a Monday, and you streamed, and you were. So yeah, there.
Well, the part of the problem was when I went back to when I got hopped on that Monday, I had cats that shut everything down on me. So
yeah, you got to use that again.
Get in. I need to plug it in.
It's so good. The new Quest 3 came out, and Casual Racing Gamer from back east. I don't know if anyone's watched him. He's actually, he's probably around our age, but he loves playing GT, and he was trying out all the different headsets for PC VR and the PSVR 2. And the Quest 3's got these new lenses, so anywhere you have it set on your face, you will see clearly. So you don't have to have that sweet spot like the PSVR 2.
Right.
And then they use a different screen, so the shit's like crystal clear. Because of the
how much is that?
Like 500.
All right.
Right.
Okay.
And that's for PC too. So that's iRacing, ACC, and whatever. I think F123.
Will it work for PS? For
no,
PlayStation?
no,
Okay.
only PSVR 2.
No.
All right.
So if you have a PC and you were wanted to do VR, that's a new device out.
Well, shit, that ain't bad, Dad.
No.
500.
And he even said the Quest 2 worked still pretty good. But they were still pretty close between the Quest 2 and the Quest 3. But yeah, he was liking that. I've been watching him lately. He's got some pretty good ones. I like when he does the videos on people's rigs, when they send in the rigs, showing off and talking about their rig.
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy. It's good.
Yeah, there's some really innovative shit, and then there's some real shit.
Oh yeah, big time.
Big time. But hey, man, whatever you got to do.
Exactly. I know. I used to use my coffee table. Yep.
I'm all. Yeah. I mean, dude, just fuck, dude. I mean, dressers.
Anything that shit would clamp to.
Yeah. And again, a laptop like fucking right on top of their shit.
Yep.
They're using that and just like,
Shit's
God damn,
crazy.
man. But hey,
It's come a long way. It's come a long
it
way.
has, but you know, I still love people do whatever they can.
Oh yeah.
To
Well, that's like
shit.
so. I have the Logitech G923, I think it is, for the Xbox. So I
Okay.
think I'm gonna set that up. I'm gonna use my little TV dinner tray stand to clamp
There you
that
go.
onto, just so I can try that
Yeah.
wheel and see what it's like going through the cloud streaming. I am
Okay.
glad that that's available, so I could at least try it out, and it's playable for the time being,
Right.
until I feel.
Oh,
it's
wait, you
good enough
mean
to get it?
Wait. You mean you can actually play the game without losing your ratings?
I
Because
hope
they
so.
won't fix their servers? Is that what you're trying to
I don't
say?
know if you can.
I was
you can,
watching.
right?
I was watching
Nice.
Flockins
Nice, Jim.
earlier, and 3 cars loaded in but didn't move, and they weren't ghosted. And they're on the second to last turn at Watkins Glen. So, dude, you got to hug. Like, no
So
side by
it's an
side
obstacle
racing.
every
but-
lap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yep.
I
And
saw
then
one
finally
race
one
like
car
that.
dropped, and then 2 were lapped for like the last 3 or 4 laps. But that's what's going on.
Damn.
Cars are
Wait,
stuck
so-
on track, not ghosted.
So you're saying that their servers are shit still?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
and
and
they're having a
Flockins
slight
was
issue.
saying though he reset everything, and he's been getting some warnings on his PS, but ever
Really?
since that, yeah, he's like it's loading faster, but there's obviously cars loading in and
Dude,
just sitting on the track, parked,
so
fucking not
needs to be
ghosted and
fixed.
shit. So
Rory put out a video, I think, the other day, and I thought for sure, because he's like, GT players deserve more than this.
yeah,
At the
I saw
very
that.
at the very beginning, he said some stuff, and then got into the race, and then that was it. He never said anything.
Yep. Yeah. It
He's
was
like, dude, what are you gonna say? The servers are shit, or
Coattailing for views.
yeah, you didn't fucking say nothing, dude.
Yeah.
Don't become-
clickbait, basically.
Don't become Mike's favorite. Don't become Mike's favorite.
Slowly, a lot more are.
Right?
Yeah, they don't want to upset them because then they don't get access and they're more worried, or like if I speak negative, well, God damn it, give your fucking opinion. Who cares
Yeah.
what?
Exactly. You might help the game.
Definitely. How about you
Are they
give your
paying you or
opinion?
the people that are
Right.
watching your
Yeah.
streams? And
Sorry, yeah, the people that are watching your
respecting
streams are
your
paying
opinion.
for
Yeah.
that. Yep.
Yeah,
So you need to be honest. You need to be honest and go out there and go. Your game is right now.
game's
Gran
shot.
Turismo's garbage.
yeah,
and I won't
Fix it
and I won't
garbage.
play. I won't play this garbage game.
Well,
won't
that's
play
what
it. I'm gonna play something else.
that
Got a new
casual
alarm,
gamer guy
and he's
said.
total garbage.
He said it's not worth playing right now. It's not working. I will not play
Yeah.
this game until it's fixed.
Garbage
And
game.
same, I will not play the game until it's fixed. It
Service
sucks,
of garbage.
but I've been enjoying F123, so thank you.
Yep.
Gran
Service
Turismo.
of garbage.
I've been driving it. I've been just doing like time
Laps.
trial practices and stuff like that, and laps for
Yeah.
manufacturers.
See, I wanna do the
and
time
things like
trial.
that, hoping that they fix it for those
Right.
and that. But I'm not doing it daily. I haven't touched those. I'd
And
love
it
to. I'd
sucks.
love to
It's
be
such a good
I'd love to
week.
be doing. Yeah. I'd
Yeah,
love to
again,
be
the only
driving
thing that
these
works
Oh no,
is
it's a
the
great
way.
week.
It is. It
You know,
is.
I can
Let's
go
do
in and do
it.
It's
some
a
time
great
trials, some
week.
quality
It's
laps,
American-
but
Yeah.
America,
That's it.
man. It's
Who
America
cares?
weekend on GT7.
That's
you know,
right.
like,
All
all you can really do
we're getting
safely is
fucked in
time trial.
America.
Yeah, it's too bad, man. Because
But again, it's
Servers
nothing
servers
they
are
planned. It's
stable on Forza. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
they
say
are.
that.
It's
You
just
can go into
something that,
Forza.
yeah.
Nope,
Whenever
not
they launched
happening.
in 1.38, it's had a massive bug, and they cannot find
right?
this.
Damn, someone sabotaged their ass or something.
Yeah, who knows? A disgruntled employee was like, "Oh yeah, 2 weeks, see ya. And fucking
Right.
here's the script. Good luck,
Bye.
sayonara."
You didn't want to give me that raise if you.
It's expensive living in Tokyo.
Right. Damn, Forza's got that C8R too, man. That's looking good.
Forza does have the C8.
Malt's been
Wait,
driving
Gran
it.
Turismo doesn't have the C8. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I already knew that. Yeah.
Oh, we have a C8.
Yeah,
But
not the
yeah,
C8R.
don't they have like the E-Ray too? And
Yeah, the beginning
the
of the year,
Z06.
that fucking thing.
Yeah, they got multiple versions.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they got they got so many tracks.
Yeah.
Got a lot of them.
Yeah, they have some nice car selections. So yeah, I mean, it will be interesting to see where they are
Gran Turismo
from
did when they
March.
started.
I think so too.
More race cars.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's more, more towards racing on that too, instead of just the regular street cars.
There's like 300 cars, and the majority of them are race cars, unlike the possible 300 cars in Gran Turismo, and 250 are road cars.
Old school road cars.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, like it's like I give them that, and I give them I like their pre-race qualifying and things and that, but it's still not going to get me over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, from what I've seen, it's not worth.
Yeah.
I mean,
GT can do whatever they want to me because I'll never leave.
I'm not going to necessarily play right now GT, but I'm not going over to get an Xbox. I'm not playing Forza, unfortunately. Like it's just not my thing ever been. And I'm not taking away from it for anybody who enjoys it. By all means, I go ahead, do what you feel fun. But I'm not going to say jump ship or jump back like over just because or like just to be disappointed again, in a way. You know what I mean? I've always just been a Sony kind of PlayStation and Gran Turismo, whether it was good or not.
PlayStation, Sony.
Same.
Yep. I've
you
always
got to think back, like for the most part, like most Gran Turismo games and like up until a point were like one and done, and you played with your friends occasionally on couch, split screen and shit. Like, so the fact that that we're online and all this stuff is a lot of extra, for the most part. If you were to look back and play it like you used to, everybody still probably has a whole bunch of the like career mode shit left.
Right. Oh yeah.
Before they kind of, what I mean? So. You could always just finish the actual game. That's the other thing too. Whether it's easy or not, I don't
all the
think
missions and
many
stuff.
People,
I haven't done
there's
any
probably
of those.
like a small handful of the people out there that have actually done everything.
Yeah, no, I haven't really touched any of that shit.
And guess what? Those people haven't done anything online. I guarantee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
they're used to the whole online, offline single player that's just playing it. That's the one thing about Gran Turismo. It's always kind of been that's its base, unfortunately, and that's why they don't give a shit about the online. They haven't for a long time. They just do what they want. It's because it's still the majority. Look how many people, like the percentage of people have actually done an online race.
Mm-hmm.
Well, again, me, 22 fucking years. I didn't, I was. So yeah, I was that guy, and fuck, they're catering to me. I can tune cars, I can fucking, I just, and then and I'm like, why are people fucking, playing the computer and shit? So my mindset is completely fucking.
Here's the one thing too is like. You look at like how many people actually say play online. The number is low compared to the number of people who actually play the game in general. How many people, I mean, like, and then look at how many people are A and better. Like I find it like in general, like it's like very elite number of people kind of thing, in ratio. So it's like people just play like the online. I guarantee the majority of people are controller players too. Like there's also a little bit of like, what I mean. So people that are single player players and controller are probably not even that, not to take away from anybody's skill, but are probably that great and have a bit of a hard time with the AI as well. So getting online is probably like, I've seen these guys in the fucking videos and shit. Like, I'm not even like, I'm not bothering. You know what I mean? So like, they don't want to because they don't have a chance. They know that kind of thing. And then look at, because like B's and C's and D drivers, you know what I mean? And there's people that don't play online because they're worse than that. You know, and that's the majority of the
Yeah,
players.
well, no, I can understand why people are really scared to get on and play online games when you see what happens.
Yeah.
When you see how crappy real players can be. Although it's more enjoyable to play against real people than it is the computer.
Yep.
Yeah, where's the
That's for
competitive
sure.
nature?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, come
There's
on,
no
man, I want to fucking
there's
compete, man.
there's
Well,
no
but that's the thing
competitiveness when it
is-
comes to racing against the AI unless you're
Well-
doing Sophie.
Well, the thing is, though,
Yeah.
there is for a lot of people. Like that's the thing is we gotta realize and understand is the AI is very competitive to a large group of people, and it's funny and unfortunate to say it, but it is because you got to think how many millions of copies they sold, right? Like they've sold of the Gran Turismo games and stuff, and how many actual people play online. You know, it's very minor. Where's that other millions of
Around
people?
the
They're
world,
not
probably
online.
about 75,000 people.
Yeah, like there's millions of fucking copies. There's like 250,000, 500,000, 750,000 people that might be
I
played
think they sold
online.
5.5 million copies of this
Yeah.
game.
And there's less than 1 million people online. So there's 4.5 million people out there who play offline because the AI is more than challenging enough. That's the thing.
Yeah.
The game is actually good enough for them without like they have that competitive nature and like in the racing because they're not that good.
Yeah.
So the AI gives them a run for their money.
And then if
So
they
don't
aren't
need to go
winning,
online.
they can set it up to where they can win. And people hate
Yeah.
losing. So then they can win every time.
That's the other thing too. Is a lot of people just like to win.
Yeah.
You know, and it's competitive enough, and they can win. They can start from the back, and you know, like, oh look, I can win every time. Oh
I
fuck, I'm
came
so
out,
good,
yeah.
and they get that pat on the back all the time.
And then you get
You know what
online
I mean?
and get your ass smacked.
But they see that they see a video online maybe and stuff, and they see the speeds and the times that people are doing. They're like, fuck, I'm like super slow compared to that.
Yeah.
They see the guys doing the licensing test and run through and all the tutorials on that, how to get gold and this and that, and it's like, man, I can't even get bronze. Shit, okay, like I'll just stay kept to my fucking I'm beating the AI. You know, like that's like there's a lot of that out there. That's more than enough competitive because people are competitive to a point they don't want to lose. And that's where the people that come online are that don't want to lose and are the dirty asshole piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Because
that's like
they're
going
used to that winning.
Right.
I'm going to come online and beat everybody. Oh, I'll just do the same thing I did to win every race against the AI by crashing them because I don't give a fuck.
Yep.
And that's, you know what I mean?
That's
the
like,
downfall.
well, when I went into going into the very last race, they're like, of the first series of races, they're like, oh, and you can adjust where you want to start.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just remember, the further you start back and the further you get up, then you get more, more points for doing it. So yeah, that last race I started in 24th and ended up in 4th.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know,
That was like they have the lobbies are bigger there too, right?
24
job, Jim.
cars.
Yeah. And they're filling
24
up, too.
cars.
Well, it's also
Yeah.
because it's new. Everybody's
Yeah,
like, first it's
exactly.
going to be.
They're filled.
Yeah. So, I mean,
And how many races online did you do for Forza?
3, 4,
9!
something like that. 9. Yeah.
9.
3 or 4, and one of them dropped out. So there was one of them that dropped out.
What, they have a
And
server issue?
they had one game, and it was just not every single server you get into, and it loaded in quickly. It's like boop boop and you're done. So, I mean, it wasn't irritating. And for me, I think it's less irritating because I don't have any skin in the game too.
Yeah.
Makes it a lot easier.
You know what also doesn't have a server issue?
F123.
Instead of Corsa.
GT Sport.
Oh yeah. Some GT Sport still holding on strong. Holding on for its last months of life.
If you really think about it, that's the kind of funny thing.
That's what Cyrus said in his headline.
It's
GT7,
like GT Sport.
If the servers are bad, playing sport.
Sport. They're getting everyone to go over and play sport for the last time before it dies.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe that's what they're doing.
And I still think everybody out there should, if you have it, one last hurrah before it goes away, because you'll enjoy it. You will enjoy it.
Maybe there's a guy there that just loved GT Sports so much, and it was his baby, and now it's dying. So he's like, "Fuck you guys, servers. Everyone's gonna come play my game for the last 2 months of its life."
I think people should just flood back over there and just be like, "Fuck you, GT7," because
I didn't see what I have it on.
There's two decent races going right now, and it's plenty of fun. The DR, SR, and all that shit really doesn't make a difference. It matters. So even if you have problems, it's not the end of the world. Who cares? Just have some fun.
Exactly. What are the races? It's Monza and what else, Mike?
Monza in Group 4 and Laguna in Group 3. Yeah, Laguna is a 14-lapper with a 1 mandatory stop.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, they're good races. I've done them a couple already. I have it installed and reinstalled it on my PS5, and it's a blast. It's not obviously the same as 7, but it works and it's fun. Yeah. And it only takes a lap or two to get kind of back to familiar with it again, and just start hucking it around and drift it. It's a lot of fun. That's all I could say. It's a lot of fun to play again, just for.
It makes it more fun if you can use it.
Yeah.
If you can actually use the game, it makes it enjoyable.
Yeah. AD.
Yeah. What the hell?
Yeah.
GT7.
Making me play F123. Damn it.
Well, so we're going to do the race Saturday at the ring.
Yeah.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah, so everybody that's listening, this is pre-recorded.
Oh, yeah.
Recorded.
It's hump day.
Yeah.
So
happy hump day,
everybody. It's actually a Wednesday because there's somebody going on someone's going on vacation.
Yeah. Yeah. One time.
Someone's going on vacation, so so we're recording this early. So when you listen to this on Monday,
yep, these boys will be racing that evening, and I'll be. I don't know what I'll be doing.
We don't even know if they've fixed the servers by now, or what the races are for this week.
It's probably going to be another week of broken servers.
Repeats. Another week of repeated races and another week of broken servers. Because even I can't remember who it was, but it was like somebody on YouTube, one of the fucking HSG Automotive or somebody like that, fucking that does sim shit, and he was just like, yeah, they've acknowledged it, but it's probably going to be 3 weeks now before when the next update comes, when they actually roll it out, if it rolls out by then. Mm-hmm. So yeah. Way to go, GT. Have a good one, Sayonara.
Damn.
Yeah, it's just it shouldn't take that long.
Nah.
It shouldn't take that long. The fact that they just have sort of pointed out that they don't give a shit taking that long.
Well,
yeah, that's the
again, I think they're working on it. It's just I don't know what
here's the thing is, if you really cared, exhibition season or not, at the same time as you have servers that are shit in the bed all the time now, and nobody wants to do anything, and everybody that is trying to play is getting screwed over on their DR and SR. At least you can do is shut it all off.
Yeah, freeze everybody's SR and DR. Yeah. If they know that their shit is bad.
Until the races are fixed, the servers are fixed, the races are all no DRSR.
Oh, that would be great.
I mean, that's
not.
literally
It's not
what
that
should be
hard,
done.
really.
No.
And then on top of that, pause the fucking GT World Series stuff.
Yeah.
Postpone them, exhibition or not, because a lot of people like to do those and do those only. They're getting screwed as well now. You know what I mean? Like,
Bless
so
you. Bless you.
pause that shit. Pause all DRSR. Fix your servers. And people would see, that's the thing, is if your DRSR was frozen right now because of the servers issues, it would be understandable. People would be like,
And
"Oh,
people
cool,
would
fuck,
be like,
okay, we
"Oh,
understand."
okay."
Maybe, you know what? I'm gonna still try and play it because there's no repercussions.
Right.
Yeah, but right now servers crash and
Oh yeah, you're getting reset.
and the driver ends up losing points when it's not.
Yeah,
their
and here's
fault.
the thing: if you're not one of the lucky ones who waited around for an hour and got it to load finally, kind of thing, because you could wait for an hour and it still doesn't load for you. You could wait for 3 hours, like some people have, and the race still doesn't load. You know, like,
Yeah.
so even okay, I'm gonna wait around. I'm not gonna be one of those guys that quits and restarts everything and loses all my DRSR. It still could happen to you. Like, there's not even a I'm just going to be one of those wait it out. Waiting it out doesn't guarantee you anything at all. That's the kind of the even shitty part about it, because you could wait for some of the dailies I've seen that Tidge even put a video out that you wait. Oh, it's going to load. There's a couple of us actually made it in. Oh, and the race timer, boom, race killed. The hobby that just kills itself. So you waited around to do the race finally loads, and then the timer just kicks you out, and the race doesn't count.
Yeah, the race doesn't count, and you lose DR.
Yep. So another lose-lose situation. It's just like, so freeze the DRSR. People will think you're a joke still, but at least they'll make an attempt to try to play it.
Yeah. Because right now,
like, what was it? We tried it on the Daily A. Daily A works. No DR, no SR. Funny how that is.
Right.
But it works. You know, like, and what is people doing? Daily A. We did it. That's all we did. And we fucked off.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So.
I'll be playing some Forza on the controller and getting mad because I get sucked into the grass.
Yeah, because their physics are still off. I think, honestly, you got to sort of watch out. Gran Turismo needs to watch out. If Forza gets their physics right and everything, there could be an issue.
Yeah, because their online setup.
If they have, their online setup is great.
They have a better car selection. See, that would be
better
the thing.
Cars, better race cars.
If somebody said that, hey, Forza is slowly doing this and that, I'd be like, all right, I'll pay attention a bit. Oh, they've been updating this and that. Oh, I'll pay attention a bit. If somebody says they finally got it to, like, not exactly say, but like a GT7, a ACC kind of physics feel, and you can use a wheel, then I'm like, oh, maybe I might have to now.
Right.
But that's the only way I'll ever play that, is if it gets to an actual good physics feel. You know.
Yeah.
I don't want anything that it isn't good for a wheel and good for, like, it feels semi-real.
Right. Yeah, same. Especially,
I think if they fix the physics, everything else looks great. Again, and the whole having to rank up every single car, even if it's the same car as you already have. Like, if I buy a Mustang and rank it all the way up to the top, and then buy another Mustang, that other Mustang, I've got to unlock everything for. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I think that's really stupid. But
yeah.
Other than that, I do give the game a 7.5 out of 10. I do. Mm-hmm. I think the game looks good. Mm-hmm. I think the progressions are cool. I think the way you race through the game is cool. So
I like the fact that you have, like, in a way that it's like you said, you have to rank the car up, to unlock things. So you have to actually drive a car. Whereas, for example, like GT7, you just have to play whatever car for long enough that it opens up the fucking aftermarket store, and then you can buy whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? For any car, you can just go buy a car and then instantly soup it up. You know what I mean? Like, so I like that fact that you actually have to drive a car, basically kind of get used to the car and rank it up.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I just don't think I should have to do it if I buy two.
No, you shouldn't have to. Once you've done
the same
one,
car,
you got that.
It should be...
The Ford GT fucking car
unlocked.
has been unlocked all the way up. You can buy 20 of them and do whatever you want, customize them all 20 different ways. You know what I mean? Like that. Yeah, you shouldn't have to do each car as a new car. Yeah, once you've done the skills for that car set, you should be done.
Right. Yep.
That's kind of bullshit.
Yep.
But I do like that progression system of that, because it does make, technically, if the physics were good, it would make you a better driver, because you would progress with the car and learn. Yeah. Probably make a lot better online drivers having to do that too.
Oh yeah, you would think.
I
would think so. Yeah.
Like here's another thing too. Like progress. Like imagine if you had to do a progressive upgrade, right, for all your cars like that. Not every time you bought it, but you know what I mean. And then when you're online, you can't say rent the car, right? But you have to own the car kind of thing and have it set for that level, right? So for example, daily C on GT is like Group 3 cars. Well, you can only race the Group 3 cars that you have actually skilled up to, or the cars that you have skilled up to Group 3 cars. You know what I mean? Like, to be able to do them. Like, you can't just jump onto anyone. You have to actually be skilled in that and use that before you can actually get it, to force people into learning how to drive a car properly before they can actually race it.
See, I sort of like how it is now, where it's almost easier to hop into Forza as compared to Gran Turismo 7 to get online, because I mean, when you sign up to do the first the servers work, the servers do work.
That makes it a little easier.
Does that make it a lot easier? You know, so it's like, come on. Get your shit together, Gran Turismo 7, because Forza's coming for you.
Oh.
I'm crying.
You heard it there first, everybody.
All right.
Yep. I don't think... It
makes me want to cry, because it's like, I don't want to have to get an Xbox. I do not want to have to fucking play Forza.
I can't wait for Jim to try the wheel out. Do you have to get a wheel to make that work?
Yeah. I'm going to have to buy a wheel. Yeah, I've got to buy a wheel to make it work.
Because that's what I'm
it's
really
just
curious on. Once you set that up, how it's going to feel.
It's just really, it's really sad to think that there's the possibility that Gran Turismo can be overtaken by Forza. But right now, Gran Turismo is not performing. Literally, is not performing.
You just got to fix your servers, PD. Just fix those fucking servers, man.
Oh, yeah. I also
game up and give us a bunch of fucking tracks.
Well, yeah, that too.
New cars, goddammit.
That won't happen.
I completely forgot. Hold on, I've got to. Hold on, everybody. So I have to give a shout out to. Hold on. I've got to give a shout out to Graham Brown. Oh. Graham Brown is the one that gave me the tip about iRacing. Has the World of Outlaws series for console. And he said, if you want to race dirt, this is what you do. So thanks, Graham. Do appreciate it. He is a listener, and he heard about us through Jamie. So thanks, Red Ken.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Graham. I appreciate it. he said the only issue that we have is talking over each other, so we need to shut up when other people are talking.
Okay.
Other than that, he said mic levels, and I was like, we already know that. It's sort of
that's hard
right
to
now, so.
Unless we're in the same room together. That's hard to get mic. Everyone has to get their mic levels
dialed
perfect.
in.
But I mean, for the most part, they're pretty good. You can hear everyone decent. No, actually, right now you sound really good.
Yeah, except for that accent.
Yep. Get right out of it.
The sound levels are fine.
Wicked
you sound
hardcore.
like shit.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the sound levels. It's the people you have to listen to.
That sound like shit.
I don't know.
But yeah.
So I think for those who for those who have an Xbox, try out the Forza Motorsport.
Forza. It's worth it. We're trying. If you already have an Xbox.
If you have an Xbox, definitely.
Yeah, if you like understeering, if you love that and having no feel.
Hey, or you could have no ability to race
at all.
You know, or you could not race at all.
I've got ACC if you really want to race.
Yeah, ACC. Well, F123 is getting a bunch of new challenges.
Yep.
So
yeah, go Leclerc.
You know what? That
challenge
that
at America's.
I might have to do that instead of Forza. I might have to
come on, Mike.
Go get F1.
Join
get
me.
F1 instead.
It's probably on sale.
ACC's coming out.
Probably is. To tell you the truth.
Hold on. Let's see if it's on for sale.
F123 is on sale. Get it. It's worth getting if it's on sale. Come on, Todd. Buy it.
Yeah, it's just
I'm not doing that.
Fuck, the season's almost over. They do that shit with Madden and all those games.
I know. That's what sucks.
Yeah, it's 50% off.
3 more weeks till the season's over.
50% off.
$44.99.
There you go. Yeah.
What do we have? 3 more races left?
No, we got like 5.
5? Okay, all right.
Because what? We got Austin.
Is it mid-November?
Mexico, Brazil, Vegas, and then Abu Dhabi. Yep. So 5.
Abu Dhabi, yeah, 5. Yeah, good call. Yeah, so 5.
Yeah, and then the season's done. Oh, did you see the rumor? Stroll might be for sure be out. His daddy might even fire him.
He should be.
Wow.
He should
be.
Unless he finishing 16th.
And his mom wants him to stop. They said he didn't even want to really race F1. He wanted to play tennis. I guess he was some huge tennis guy.
Of course, he does race an F1 car like a tennis player.
Are you fucking dude?
Yeah, he was like when he was a kid. And then they put him in karting, and then they bought a helicopter to then take him to the karting track that was like 15 minutes away to try and get him more interested. Some video I watched. They knew Jules Verne or somebody lived next to him.
Wow.
So here's the question: how much did his dad pay to get him to ride with Racing Point?
Shit ton.
Oh, dude, I bet you his whole racing career has been bought and paid for.
Oh, yeah.
All of it.
It's cost millions.
Well, his dad owns what? How much of Aston or whatever of the race team?
I think he's got a majority stake.
Okay, so probably like 75%, you think?
No, he sold some off, but he's still majority shareholder, I think. So he's thinking at 50 or 51, kind of whatever, 52.
Because they even said rumors someone's been looking into buying. So he might. I bet he sells. His son leaves. He sells. He bounces. Or fires his son and.
No, you don't do that. You sell and then let the new owner
fire his son.
Yeah. So
it wasn't me. I didn't fire his son. It wasn't me.
Yeah, they're going
Daddy
to
didn't do it, son.
But again,
Daddy fired me. Daddy.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
So obviously he's a good driver, but he's F1 fucking.
Nah, he's not. I'm sorry, he's not F1 level.
Because
he doesn't have the commitment.
No,
he doesn't have the commitment.
You can tell he does. Like right now, he gives two shits.
Yeah, I mean, since you said that, like the way you carry it, all makes sense. Like I never knew that shit about, but now that you say it, it's like, yeah, okay, all right, yeah.
He doesn't give a shit. The way he acted on Sunday was just
throwing his wheel and
throwing
pushing
his steering wheel, pushing his trainer out of the way.
Yeah.
And then
the
team didn't get him out fast enough. No, you're a shit driver.
Yeah.
When you're that far, behind your teammate, like
who's fucking
Checo doesn't deserve
10 years
the
older than
Red Bull
you?
ride. Yeah, the Checo 10 years older. Fernando Alonso's like 20 years older than him.
Oh fuck, he's older than me.
Dude, Fernando's like 44, 42 or 44.
42, yeah.
So Lance Stroll is what, 20, 28,
8,
26,
9.
something like that. And then he's like,
I figured 20, 29.
And your old teammate beats you all the time.
All the time? Oh, dude.
But that's the same thing I say. That's the same thing I say about Checo. Checo doesn't deserve his ride anymore. He's given up. He's given up. He doesn't want to be in that car.
Yeah,
Another problem is the fact that the problem with Red Bull Racing is what they do to their drivers too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they just are. They're like, oh well, if you're not max, if you're not max fast, then you don't deserve to be in the car, and we're going to tell you that over and over again.
Yeah, they always recycle their number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't care about their number 2. They just
development
want the
position.
number 1.
It's
and the sad thing is it's not even
team. The number 2 driver's always expendable, and
always.
Well,
it's just
not if they keep
McLaren.
their pace up. They're not,
McLaren.
If you look at McLaren, if you look at Mercedes,
Austin, they have a big upgrade for their car.
But again, with Mercedes, obviously they're just hoping that. Oh my god, I can't even think of his fucking name right now. What name is it? The Brit. Well, they're both British.
Yeah, the British guy,
Russell.
What's that, Sean?
Russell.
Well, yeah, that Russell will take over and eventually, and become number 1.
And then Mick might take over Hamilton's spot because Mick's a reserve, and they like him over there. I mean, he's Mercedes family.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and I think Mick Schumacher. It's so hard being a driver.
No.
Yeah, I think it's...
Well, here's the problem. I think he would do better than he did at Haas.
Yeah.
The problem is you put brand new drivers in the one of the bottom teams, and they're never gonna perform.
Well, it's like Sargent.
Yeah, that kid is fast.
He ain't going to be around next year.
He's not going to be around next year.
No, one and done.
It's stupid. It's stupid because I think they toss these drivers into the car way too quickly, too. I think they need to have more than they went through one championship season in Formula 2, and they won it.
Mm-hmm. Then they move on.
They should be making those kids stay in those cars for longer. See if he can be a multiple F2 champ.
3 seasons at least.
They gain maturity. They become better drivers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at there's the thing is look at Max, right? When he won his first Formula 1, he was a dick kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that he's not, but he's slowly maturing to a F1 driver.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? He's that maturity level's there, and that's come from doing it multiple times. And like Jim said, if you're just rushed through the Formula 3, Formula 2, and fucking into a Formula 1 seat within record times and shit like that because they're trying to get the new young talent, you're not maturing enough behind the wheel.
No, they're not giving them.
They're not. Every team wants the newest, youngest driver, and they give you a shot, and you get a lot of money. You don't perform, you're gone.
That might work for the top teams. Top teams, because you have a faster car, a more stable car, it's going to make the driver look better.
Yeah.
It just does. It comes down to, Max is a very fast driver, but Max is also in a car that was designed for Max to make Max the fastest driver. That's the way it was for Lewis. That's the way it was for Michael Schumacher. That's the way it was for Mika Hakkinen. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. Fastest car with the fastest driver.
If you're a number one driver, the car's built around you.
Well, and that's the thing is like the top prospect coming in, like you know what I mean, like the top prospect that like top teams always get them. You know what I mean, like those top prospects, and those teams can afford to build a car around that person. You know what I mean?
Well,
Williams can't afford to sign a young Max Verstappen and build a car around him.
No.
You know what I mean? It's not going to fucking happen. Mercedes can, Red Bull can, Ferrari can if they can learn how to build a car properly.
I thought it was learn how to do a pit stop properly.
Yeah, that too. But I'm trying to work it into the equation, into the whole ramble. But you know what I mean? Like it's like again, it comes down to the big money team. You know what I mean? Like they can take the money to develop a person properly and a car around that person, and they have over the years. And that's why you've gotten the legendary drivers and the legendary teams, because the money was there.
Well, guess what? That's going to be changing in the next 10 years. If they keep the cost cap, it'll be changing.
Yeah.
It will. So. The teams will be much closer, and there's going to be better competition. And you're going to be getting, a lot of these old, really good drivers that are going to be retiring. They just will. Yep. So you're going to have new talent. You can't just bring someone in for one season, especially if you're a Williams or a Haas, and bring them in for one season and go, well, you're not very good.
Right.
When you obviously know that your car is a shit car. Like, you can't just turn around and go, well, you didn't do very good in our shit car. Except for the fact that you've got Alex Albon, who's in a shit car
and doing great,
who's scoring points. So that's an excuse that Logan Sargent Logan Sargent also is a first-year Formula One driver. Trying to compare him to Albon, who's been in the game for as long as he has.
What I was going to say
you can't compare him.
They got to give him at least 2-3 years.
They're not building a car around Albon, but at the same time, I'm just saying, like, he's not a rookie.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean, he's got some experience, so he knows how to push a car to a point. You know what I mean, like, and keep it on the track. So the fact that everybody's slowly coming into like that cost cap and it's slowly working out in developments and that. A guy like Alex Albon can excel in the bottom teams because he's got experience and knows what the cars can do and how to drive them and stuff like that. And he's starting to get his toys installed, like McLaren has. Like, I can't fucking believe. Like, I wouldn't have said at the beginning of the year that McLaren would be podium back to back, top, double podium,
Oscar
from the first couple races. I thought those guys were going to be out of jobs. I honestly thought Lamb, you know what I mean? Like, it's just the way it works. They got to blame somebody.
They're done.
Somebody was getting fired, losing the seat, because they were so bad. Like, you know what I mean? They got the new toys.
Oh, yeah, I thought Brown was going to be out of there.
Same way. Yeah. He's really pushing that car, and he's going to try and get, he needs a seat. He needs to keep driving. And yeah, I think it will be competitive in the next 5 years or so, especially when you got new players coming to the table for F1. And I'd have to say probably in the next 5 years, there's at least 5 to 6 people that are probably going to retire or lose their seats because they're no good anymore.
Right.
So the field's going to open up, the seats are going to open up, the game is going to change.
Oh yeah. Well, 2026 is what, the new motor, new engines,
new motor. Yep, new concept.
and
new
what
formula.
new? I think more supposed to be more hybrid power, more e-power.
Yeah, I think so.
Smaller motor.
I'm not to say the era Max is over, but like the whole Max has been just shitting on everybody. It's slowly like the cars, like I think Jim said the other day,
starting to even out.
Yeah,
like Red Bull's kind of gotten stagnant, in their development, and I wonder if that whole
they keep winning. He's won 15.
Yeah, but they have. Yeah,
the times is coming down.
I didn't fucking stay. Like I say, they're stagnant. They're just staying there in front. Like they're not progressing to keep their 30 seconds. Or like the way that they started.
He should lap.
They're not 30 seconds ahead anymore.
That's I mean, like the way that they progressed, the way they were going, the way Max was driving, they should have been lapping half the field every race by now in development. But they haven't developed far. Everybody's slowly catching up now, and I wonder that whole wind tunnel testing that cuts, if that stuff is slowly catching up to them a little bit. Not to say that they're going to get past and everybody's going to beat them, but it's the competitiveness is slowly going to catch up, and I think by the end of the year, you're going to look at it and be like, you know what, next year at this rate, Max is going to have his handful. A couple times, like it's not going to be the max every race. I think it's slowly going to come back to, because like Jim said, like there's a cost cap. There's only so much. There's limitations to everybody. Everybody's going to pull closer over the next couple of years when they find that what worked, what didn't work, things like that. Everybody's on the same playing field. Drivers are getting better. More rookie. Like it's going to be more exciting in the future, I think. But it just has to get there.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna come. I think the times are gonna start dropping, and if Red Bull doesn't do something
4.8 seconds
during the winter breaks,
Max will still win for quite a lot of races. I'm not saying but he's gonna start getting tested soon. Like even if it is only coming up for he doesn't get the lead or doesn't get pulled away until the last couple laps or a really good pit stop or a mistake and gets him and he still wins. I think he's going to be able to do that still, but there's going to be a lot more like what was it a couple weeks ago there with when Max wasn't up front when they didn't win.
In Singapore.
And there was
Singapore.
Yeah,
that'll be like Vegas will be like.
And I mean, like 4 cars in the last couple laps battling it out for the win, right? Like I think stuff like that is going to start happening with Max because people are going to start coming close. Like strategies change. Like look at that. Like when they put a maximum lap tire. Makes it a little interesting. Do you undercut one and then what do you do? Do you do it changes things up, so.
And street courses too. They don't perform well on the street courses.
Yeah. But over time, I think F1, the way that they're working right now, could become pretty exciting racing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're looking at next year and 2025 could be very interesting because of.
I think 25 is where it's going to that's where it's really going to hit. It's going to be like, okay, every team's had. Well, teams have had that with the cap, even with the arrow and everything else, because of the cap, people are hit and miss on things, and what the side pods and no side, they're all figuring it out still, and it's going to take a couple of years of figuring out what's going to be the best thing. You know what I mean? They had a great jump on everybody, so got what worked right away. And Red Bull had the best driver and had an absolute phenomenal car and ran away with it for the season. Because they had what working right away. They didn't have too many, that didn't work.
Right.
Yeah, shit, that didn't work. All their shit fell in line. And then I'm not just saying that, but Max really did do it because, look at Serge. He's got the same car. He's not able to quite do it, especially anymore. And that's the other thing too is now the field is caught up to Sergio because the rest of the field is caught up now. The big difference, they're still Red Bull. I think has a bit of a dominant car still. And I think, but the biggest factor with Red Bull now is Max.
Mm-hmm.
Max is why they're going to keep being so good. Because because if it was a half decent driver, you're going to be up the front still with Max.
Yeah.
Sergio is like, you know what I mean? The field has caught him. You know, he's not in that rocket ship because he had no problem the first time he races. 1-2, 1-2, you know what I mean? Like, they were dominant. Because it was easy. Everybody else sucks still. Now everybody doesn't suck.
Right.
Now the pressure's on, and he's cracking under pressure because his real speed is coming through.
Yep. That F1.
I think that's what it is. I think it's just his real speed is coming through, that he's not Max Verstappen, or even close.
Not even close. Max is Max, and that's what it is.
Well, it shows how good he really kind of is. In the end.
He's on another level.
Like the fact that
try
the field
winning
is
fucking
caught.
15 races in GT7.
Yeah.
It's fucking impossible. Dude, he's doing it on the highest fucking level. Gets out of a fucking car, not even fucking sweating or breathing fucking heavy.
Hey Todd, I understand that exactly. I've done almost 300, almost 400 races on GT7, and I only have 15 wins.
I mean, there you go. I mean, just to put it in perspective, this guy is just fucking.
And that, but the whole Perez dropping off is not that he's necessarily dropping off. The field is catching Red Bull development. They're just not catching Max. That's the biggest thing right now. He is like this really shows how good he is, because
he's only 25. He's not even in his prime.
Yeah,
not even.
Perez isn't dog shit by any means. He's a top driver. He's in F1. But the field is catching him now and putting him under pressure. He's cracking now. You know what I mean? So like I said, that shows the dominant performance of a Max Verstappen. That the Red Bull car that was an absolute rocket ship is not a rocket ship anymore. Max Verstappen is a fucking rocket ship.
Yeah, put him in the car.
You know what I mean? It's really
horsepower.
Like that whole question at the beginning of the season: is it Max or is it the car? We know now. At this point in the season, with everybody else at this point in the season, it's Max. Max is the big difference maker now. Now it's going to be which one of these drivers is it going to be, like a Lando Norris or Piastri, or
I think Piastri might
somebody else, coming from.
I think he's going to.
He'll be fighting for.
He'll pass Lando.
Who's the one that's going to actually step up? Yeah. And then here's the other thing: is Red Bull going to use their money and snap him up?
Wake up. Nah.
But because he'll be number one. If Max is there now, I don't think he would go.
Yeah, but
you want to be the number one driver on a team.
How long is he signed for? How long is he with McLaren right now?
Amounts of money.
I think 2025. 2026.
I doubt it. You want to be the number one driver on a team.
Yeah, you want to be the number one. Just that's what they're looking for.
And
speaking of speaking of number one, you all are the number one bestest fans ever.
Woo!
And
number one.
We would just like to thank you for listening to this bullshit episode.
54.
Continue.
Yeah.
Episode 54 in the books.
If
you got that Xbox, try out the Forza. It's not a bad
yeah.
game. It's not a great game, but it's not a bad game.
No.
And for those that are on Gran Turismo still, just go to sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go enjoy the
sport.
sport.
Just play sport until they fix it.
Or get F123. It's on sale, Mike said. F123.
All right, guys.
Nations menu.
Yep.
All right. Adios.
Adios, amigos.
Okay.
We'll see you next Monday.
This is a horrible ending.
And the
Have a great one.
boys will be on
This is a
tonight.
horrible freaking day.
8 o'clock tonight. Oh boy, what a wimpy finish.
What a wimpy finish. Well, they enjoy it and they love the bloopers.